My name is Ashley Doss. I'm working on Patient Zero with Jerome Chagnon. I'm working as a producer on the project. My roles entail scheduling, calling actors, making sure we have all the costumes ready to go, make sure the crew's ready to go, whatever they need for the set. I find it very interesting because you're helping your writer and your director and your cinematographer help them tell a story, and your job is to bring everyone together and make sure everyone has their needs met to tell that one story. I didn't know too much about fan films, and Jerome showed me a few, and then over the course of working on this production and also the trailer that came before Patient Zero, I've learned that fan films, even though they're not very profitable, a lot of people see them, and they have this very interesting twist as opposed to films that you make for hopefully people, you'll get a distributor, people will want to buy it, and you make money off of. Fan films are purely for the fans, purely for your audience, for people to see, like, look how cool this effect can be, look how cool, like, we can do this scene, as the video game did it. So I found that really interesting about this whole process. So locations, I found, are very just like, it's very hard to just like explain to someone, like, this is what I just want to use your location for a couple hours or maybe an hour at least, and or at most, and just shoot a couple scenes. We're not going to rearrange anything, and you have this whole speech prepared, and the last thing that they say to you, or even the first thing that they say to you, is like, oh, we're going to need this money. I'm like, well, I've kind of stated to you that I'm a student, so I really don't have that much money, and we do have a budget for locations, but I mean, that budget cannot be spent on one single location. So I'm trying to like talk to all these people, and it's just so hard to get them to respond to me in a way where like we can work something out. He approached me a while back, and he's like, you like producing? I was like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm still learning. And he's like, oh, well, I would love for you to produce a project. And I was like, okay. So we met up like about 3 or 4 months ago. We produced the trailer, which is going to be coming out soon, and now we're working on the final for his senior thesis. So filmmaking it's like a grueling, it's tiresome. You're tired all the time. You're angry. You wake up sometimes. You're like, why am I angry today? So I think what motivates you is like, are you willing to invest, like, I guess 9 months into a project? Are you willing to spend all that time, all that frustration? Do you feel like the end product is going to be something that you really believe in? So, like on set, like sometimes I tend to, like, when everyone's like stressed out, it's like, tell a joke, because I mean, like, the worst thing that can happen is no one laughs, someone's they're so angry. But the best thing that can happen is someone's we don't need to be angry at each other. We don't need to be frustrated. Let's just let's have a relaxed set, which I really like about this film. It's like, I get on set and like no one's like high strung. No one's like, oh my god, like the shot's not getting done. We're all like in a mellow space because we're prepared. So it's like you feel really great. So that's what I like about working here. Working with Jerome is like he's calm. Not zen. I wouldn't say zen, but he's like, when we're working on set, like if something is not working right, he'll try something different. Or he'll, like our DP, Nico Vandenberg, like they'll bounce ideas off each other, like, well, I don't think that's working, so let's try a different one. So he's really receptive to, like, if you've got a suggestion, he'll take it into consideration, and he won't just like brush it off. He'll be like, oh, well, that's an interesting idea. Let's, like, we don't have time to do it right now, but towards the end, like, if you want to get that shot done, let's try that shot. So I think that's what you have to have. Like, filmmaking is a collaborative process. You have to be willing. It's like a give and take. You have to be willing to give to your crew, and you also have to be willing to take something from